Welcome to the University of Montevallo Carmichael Library Tour and Introduction to the Library as a Place. This is the second of 3 online tutorials, which are intended to serve as a virtual tour and introduction to the library. The goal of these tutorials is to get you familiarized with the library as a place and understand more details about the organization and culture of each floor of the library. As a reminder, the library has 3 floors: the ground floor, the first floor, which is sometimes called the main floor, and the second or top floor. This tutorial will cover the culture and services on the first floor of the Carmichael Library. The entrance doors to the first floor face the campus. They are located across from King House, and you can enter the library through these doors anytime the library is open. Each floor of the library has its own culture. That is to say, different areas of the library have different expectations, especially with regard to noise levels. The first floor culture is a little different from the ground floor. When you're on the first floor, it's okay to talk at a normal conversational level, but in general, the first floor is much less noisy than the ground floor. The first floor is a good place to study with 1 or 2 other people, but bigger study groups should meet downstairs on the ground floor. The first floor is designed for library business, computer use, individual, and small group study. Because most of the library employees have offices on this floor, there are typically many conversations happening throughout the day related to library business. And it's also usually the easiest place to find someone who works in the library if you're looking for help. There are computers and printers you can use, and there are also study rooms located on this floor that you can reserve if you or your group needs a good place to study. There are also 2 important library service points located on the first floor: the circulation desk and the research help desk. At the circulation desk, you can check out any materials that the library lends, such as books, DVDs, and tablets. All that's required to check out library materials is your student ID. You can also add money to your PaperCut account here. Often, professors will place books or other materials on reserve in the library for their students to use. If your professor does that, just come to the circulation desk and ask for the material that's on reserve for your class. Typically, these reserved materials can only be checked out for a short period of time, such as 2 hours, and they're not allowed to leave the library. The research help desk is located to your right when you enter the first floor doors, and this is where you'll go to find help with locating books, articles, and other sources for your research assignments. A librarian will be on staff here during most library business hours to help with your research, and we can help whether you're looking for articles, getting started with trying to narrow down your topic, or aren't even sure where to start. We're also available to help you via chat from the library website. If you need help with your research or have any other library-related questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us one way or another. A few things that might surprise you about the first floor are that there's a statue located there that's been with the university since 1904. You can see it right inside the front doors of the library. You'll also see a lot of artwork from our Montevallo art faculty, and there are some books on the first floor as well, including a large collection of children's and young adult books. Most of the books in the library, however, are located on the second floor, which is covered in the 3rd tutorial. To recap, now you know more about the culture of the first floor of the library, including where to check out library materials or get help with your research assignments. This concludes the virtual tour of the first floor. Thank you for listening, and please remember to take the online quiz.